Do you remember that moment you played a video game and you realized that you were instantly hooked into it? It could have been through the opening cinematic, the music at the beginning, or some plot or bizarre twist that you don't understand going on within the first hour of the game that just made you want to keep going back to play it. How's it going, everyone? Teysind here, and today I want to talk about hooks in video games. Do video games need to hook you in the first time you play them? And if so, or if not, regardless, what are some games that have hooked you in immediately? This is something that transfers to so many different things. It transfers to music, people you listen to, it transfers to TV shows and movies, even, books and journal articles and everything, it's all about that hook. And there are, as we get older and we have more responsibilities and less time, time is a very important thing when it comes to playing a video game, especially if you're playing a video game that is 50, 60 plus hours, very heavily story driven and rich experience, because we don't have a lot of time. And sometimes when you're playing a game, we sometimes determine whether it's a game we want to keep playing or abandon depending on how it sort of grabs us at the beginning. And I feel like this is something that may have been less so growing up, because I just started playing a game, and if I wasn't really sure what's going on or I didn't feel anything, I'd keep playing through it. And then I'd realize, oh, there's that hook. So it comes later on. You start to understand things. They piece together. Now, obviously, I sort of focus more on, does that game really grab me in at the beginning? Because if not, would I keep playing it and essentially feel that sort of melodramatic sensation of, is it really good, is it really not? Oh, I beat it, yeah, it's okay, or is it something that you essentially you feel like, yes, this is going to be an incredible game and I'm going to commit 50 plus hours to it. So for me, it is more so nowadays that I generally sort of base a game on how long I'll play it or whether I'll keep playing it based on, whether it is a game that grabs me in at the beginning. But in saying that, there are many games that I look back on fondly as a child when I essentially didn't focus so much on that, but these games have hooked me in. A perfect example is Final Fantasy X. I'll never forget that opening of that game with the blitzball match and the so many pre-made cinematic sequences and the music, and all of a sudden there's this incredible monster just flying through the air and just destroys the town. And this is all in the first half an hour of the game, and next thing you know, this monster's sucking you up, and a character is talking to the monster, and all of a sudden you're somewhere you've never been before, and that grabbed me. It's sort of like the who, the what, the why, the when, the how, why is he here, what happened, it's sort of, you have to sort of retrace the past, essentially, to go forward in the future. And another great example is Gravity Rush Remastered. You wake up as this girl who's just fallen down from a tree, and the people at the sort of town she's landed on, they don't know what's up the tree, and neither do you. So, and all of a sudden you have all these gravity powers, but you don't remember who you are, what's happened, and why you have these powers. So it's all of a sudden like you're instantly thrown in this situation with questions, and you want the answers to them. So I think that is a great way to hook people in on games. Nier is another fantastic example. You start off, depending on which version of Nier you play, the Japanese or the US version, you're either a father or a brother with an ill sister or daughter. And you've got, it's in a sort of a ravaged city, and you have all these sort of monsters known as shades just coming at you. Next thing you know, you get all these powers from a book and you're destroying them. And then next thing you know, it just transitions within that first half an hour of the game to over 1,000 years later, where the game sort of really begins. And it's sort of like you have all these questions of what is going on, both past, present and future. And I think that's something that really grabs you in a game. So let me know some of your examples of games that have hooked you in from the beginning, and do they necessarily need to hook you in from the beginning for you to decide to invest time in that game? Or will you regardless play the game throughout, maybe because it's in a genre you like, or it has an art style or sort of battle system you like? So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sharing and subscribing, and until next video, stay spot on.